It is a day where you get to celebrate yourself. You get to scream from the rooftops how amazing you are, what makes you laugh, what makes you you, what makes you unique, what sets your soul on fire, what music you love, what places you love to experience. You get to celebrate you and all of your strengths and all of your emotional competency and all of your feelings and all of the ways that you show up, and not just in the roles of who you have to be for other people, but who you are for you. Me Day is a day to exclaim from the top of your lungs how wonderful you are and how magical you are, and to celebrate you. Hi everybody, welcome back to Say More Words. I am your hostess with the mostest, Tamika Taylor, and I am so excited that you're here in this space with me today. To start us off, the song of the day is the one that is holding our country captive. And by our country, I mean the state of Texas. And I mean, in the country as well. But truly the state of Texas is all that matters. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But that song is Texas Hold'em by Beyoncé. I can't stop listening to it. My kids can't stop listening to it. You can't stop listening to it. It is March of 2024 when I'm recording this, and that song is everything. It's everything. So it's on the playlist, which is linked in our show notes. Today, I am really excited to talk to you about an idea, a concept, something that just lit my ass on fire when I thought of it, and I am bringing it to you. And that is the concept of Me Day. Okay, so follow me here. We have Father's Day, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day. If you have an anniversary, if you're married or dating somebody, we have our birthdays, which you would think would be considered a me day, but there's a lot of people who hold birthday trauma. It's very much a thing. And so they don't like their birthday, or they don't like the thought of getting older, or they don't like, celebrations and things like that. Because birthdays in the past have been super negative. So we have all of these days, right? And we have all of the months. We even have a day dedicated to donuts. We have a day dedicated to margaritas. We have a day dedicated to just grilled cheese. There is a National Grilled Cheese Day, but there's no National Me Day. And so I'm bringing and forcing you, if you are a podcast listener, you're in my space, you're around, I am forcing you into loving you by having a me day. It is a day where you get to celebrate yourself. You get to scream from the rooftops how amazing you are, what makes you laugh, what makes you you, what makes you unique, what sets your soul on fire, what music you love, what places you love to experience. You get to celebrate you and all of your strengths and all of your emotional competency and all of your feelings and all of the ways that you show up, and not just in the roles of who you have to be for other people, but who you are for you. Me Day is a day to exclaim from the top of your lungs how wonderful you are and how magical you are, and to celebrate you, all of you, the best parts of you. And heck, if you want to get vulnerable and celebrate the squishy parts and the crunchy parts and the things we don't like to bring up at parties, then by all means do it. Me Day exists to celebrate you. I find that a lot of people don't do that. They don't celebrate themselves every day, let alone take an entire day to celebrate it. Okay? And so you're questioning, one, when is Me Day? And two, what am I supposed to do? Okay, so first of all, Me Day is March 29th. It's going to be March 29th every year until I make it a national holiday, but March 29th is Me Day. It happens to be Good Friday this year as well, if you celebrate religion at all. Okay, so it happens to be Good Friday, but Me Day is March 29th. And what does that look like? On that day, you declare, you wake up and you shout from the rooftops how wonderful you are. You can do that on social media. You can call your friends. And here's the deal. Here's the really cool part about Me Day and all of us celebrating Me Day together, is that you get to celebrate you, and then you also get to help celebrate all of the people around you. Somebody recently asked me, why is it that my friends always hug me, that they always rush up to me, not even just friends, but like people in the community. Like they always hug me. They always rush up to me. They, always compliment me. They always tell me they love me. And I responded with a very simple answer. It's because that's how I love my people. I believe in the 5 love languages. That was a couple episodes ago. So if you need a refresher, go back to that. Go back 2 episodes. 3 episodes. I don't know how many episodes, but it was recently. We talked about the 5 love languages, and I know them and I've studied them and I can sense them in every person. But here's the deal. I give out love in all of the 5 love languages because I want people to be seen, heard, and loved always. The really cool part about that, though, is that my people also love me wholly and fully. They show up for me. They support me. I post a picture, they show up in groves. Why? Because I do it for them. We oftentimes forget that if we want to be loved, we also have to love. Okay? Just like you can't expect emotional competency from somebody if you don't have your own emotional competency. If you don't have a safe space, if you aren't a safe space, you cannot expect it from somebody else. So I give love and I give joy, and people give it back. So what I want you to do is I want you to step 1, give love and joy and excitement to yourself. Shout from the rooftop who you are. And then go hype up your friends who are doing the exact same thing. It is going to be weird for the people who are not in your space, and weird for the people who don't get to experience joy on a natural level, because it's not part of their regular life. So it's going to be weird for them, and people are going to have questions, and you're going to have some people who Regina George you and are like, oh, so you think you're really pretty? And you just respond, yes, I do. Because here's the really cool part about owning yourself and owning who you are and owning how much you love yourself is that other people will either love you too or fall off, and that's okay because we don't really want them here if they're not going to love us, right? But also you give others permission to love themselves. Give them permission to love themselves and love you. For some of you, this activity is going to be very uncomfortable because you're waiting for the Regina Georges to show up. And I'm going to tell you one thing. And I tell people in my life all the time, if you've got a hater, you're doing something right. Because if you've got a hater, you're standing up for yourself. And if you're standing up for yourself, fuck the haters. Okay? Love you more than you love other people's opinions of you, more than you love other people trying to get into your headspace. I am so sorry that my headspace is more important than other people's opinions, because oftentimes other people's opinions or negativity or the things that they say to you is just what they say to themselves. That's all it is. It's what they say to themselves, and they expect you to jump on board. And here's the deal. You can jump on the crazy negative train, or you can jump on the joy train. I'm telling you, on the joy train, we've got music, we've got your favorite drinks, we've got your favorite food, and we've got your favorite feelings. And we also have joy, abundance, happiness, success on the joy train. And on the negativity train, there's not a lot happening, just a lot of people bitching, okay? So you're going to hype yourself up on my social media, and you'll see it in our show notes. On my social media, there's going to be Me Day posts everywhere. Okay. There's going to be a Me Day template where you can drop in your picture and you can shout from the rooftops who you are. Show up for you, love on you, and see how it changes your life. It changes everything when you choose you first and everybody else second. It is more important to be self-full than selfless. Because here's the deal, and it's really important. You've heard me say it, and I'm going to say it again. You can only love people to the capacity at which you love yourself. I'll say it again. You can only love other people to the capacity at which you love yourself. So if you're telling yourself the age-old lie that you love everybody else more than you and you do more for them than anything else, that is a lie. You are only loving them to the capacity at which you love yourself. So I need you to take and join this revolution, to love yourself, to experience the joy and the abundance and prosperity inside of joy and happiness, the abundance and prosperity inside of relationships that involve two people who are very passionate about themselves, but also very passionate about each other. You know why? Because they love each other. They love themselves first, and they love themselves fully. Me Day is a day of celebration. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate the people in your life. Celebrate your friends, your families. Bring everybody into the revolution. If you want to join the Me Day revolution, my socials will be linked. You'll be able to message me, and I'll also drop in my email so you can get the media kit for Me Day, so you can hype yourself up. You can show up for you so that you can show up later for everybody else. Me Day exists not for our roles, not for who we are to other people, but who we are to ourselves. So, are you ready to take the challenge? Are you ready to hype yourself up? Are you ready to have the best day ever filled with compliments, joy? You may have glitter. We're doing a champagne poppy hour at my space. Like, it's just going to be the best day ever. First, you have to decide to do it, and you have to decide it to be so. So, drop comments. Let me know. Email me. Shout it out on Facebook. Let me know. Are you in on loving you? I'll see you for the rest of this month, but specifically on Me Day, March 29th. I am so excited for you to love you as much as I love you. I'll see you next week.